हेलो एवरीवन, एक और फिर से स्वागत है आपका सम स्प्रिंट में। सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न हाउ टू create the dynamic drop down list. In my last video I have shown you how to create the drop down list, but today's video is a little bit advanced, so that is called dynamic drop down list. So it can be expanded or contracted depending on the changes to the source data, or in simple words we can say that if we want to use more than one drop down list such that the items available in the second drop down list are dependent on the selection made in the first drop down list, so that is called dynamic drop down list. So उसको लर्न करने के लिए, उसको सीखने के लिए मेरे पास, जैसे मैंने ये एक वेरी सिंपल डाटा लिया है यहाँ पे, these are the countries and these are the cities under these countries, right? So we are going to create two lists here. One is independent and the other one is dependent. So the dependent list will be dependent on the other list. So let's jump on it and then see how to create the dynamic drop down list. So first we need to create the independent drop down list, जो किसी पे भी डिपेंडेंट नहीं है. उसको क्रिएट करने के लिए आपको सिंपल, जैसे मैंने अदर वीडियो में सिखाया था हाउ टू क्रिएट द ड्रॉप डाउन लिस्ट, सो यू कैन चेक माई अदर वीडियो एज वेल एंड लर्न फ्रॉम देयर इफ यू डोंट नो. So what we need to do, we need to just simply select the data range here. Select the range, go to data, and then go to data validation. So there are three options coming up here. So we need to select the data validation, and then the new window will appear up here, right? So what we are going to create, we are going to create list, and our source will be our countries, right? So these we need to select from column A2 to column D2. So click OK. So now we have this drop down list. So here we can see our countries. So when we select any of the cell, it will show our countries here. Now the trickiest part is our dependent list. To create this one, what we need to do, we need to create the name range. So how to create the name range? First, what we need to do, we need to select this data. Select the data here and then go to formula and then create from selection, right? So the new window will pop up here. So what it's asking, create name from values in the top row. So we are only selecting that top row. Now you will be wondering why we are only selecting the top row, because we have a headers in our top row, right? So we selected top row and then click OK. Now we have created our name range. So to see this one, so click on the name manager and then we have 4 lists here, right? So close this one. The other way to check it out, so you can just click on this drop down button and then you will be able to see the countries here as well. So we have created our name range list. So now we need to create the drop down list based on this list, right? So whatever we will create here, this will be dependent on this independent list. So I have selected the range here. Now go to data and then go to data validation. Click data validation. New window will pop up here, and then again we are going to create the list and then the source. We used to write it manually, or we used to select the list, but now we are not going to do the same thing. What we are going to do here is equal to indirect, and then we are going to select our this cell, because this dependent list is dependent on the independent list. So close the bracket. We only need the cell reference. We don't need the $sign value here. So click OK. So now the drop down list is here. So this is Australia. We have selected Australia here, so it will showing the cities under Australia, right? So now we have New Zealand here, and then when we click in front of the New Zealand, we are able to see the another drop down list which will be cities of New Zealand. So let's check this one. Let's select India, right? So when we click on the dependent drop down list, it will show the cities of India. So in this way we can create this these lists, right? So this type of lists are called dynamic drop down list. होप आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी. अगर पसंद आई तो प्लीज़ लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल and don't forget to click on the bell icon button, and I will come back with the new video again. Thanks for now. Bye.